Hi, I'm Span. Today I want to teach you a little trick that I use to power level Legerdemain. I am in Belcarth Craglorn at the Way Shrine, and where we're going is we're going to head just south to this shoreline at the lake. So we will head through town. And make our way down here, and here we find ourselves in an apple orchard. Now you want to be careful, we do have an NPC wandering about. Well, it looks like this guy's going to take care of him. And there's also a guard. So we want to be careful. It's still very easy to steal here without getting caught, but be aware that they are there. Now the beauty of this area is all the baskets of apples that stack very nicely in your inventory, but we're going to steal everything that we can. You're only allowed so many transactions per day at the fence, either through fencing or laundering, and we want to be able to max out both.
So much to do.
Now you don't get the points when you steal, you get them when you either fence or launder them. You're going to get 1 point of Legerdemain for each fenced or laundered item. So every single one of these items is 1 point towards leveling. You also get 1 point from pickpocketing and 1 from picking locks, but this is much faster. The good news is because these apples stack, if you have some time to devote to this, you can go ahead and stack it up in your inventory. Even if you can't fence it same day, you can prep it so that you have plenty to fence for the next couple days. If you have the time today to do the stealing. Because the best part of this whole thing is right across this bridge is the Outlaw Refuge. It's right across this bridge. So here's your apple orchard, and there's your Outlaw Refuge. Now, if you walk through this door, and when the load screen is over, you walk right back out, everything's going to be reset. So you could do that, or you could fence and launder each time you come in. Let's just see what we can get. We are at level 13 for Legerdemain. We have 30 points out of 280 towards the next level. And let's go ahead and increase the number of fence interactions we can use each day by as many as we can, which right now is 3. Legerdemain maxes out at level 20, so we have a little bit of ways to go.
Of course this one is drunk, but...
As a habit, I always start with the launder tab and furnishings. In ESO, we have a lot of furnishings that are white or green that look a lot like treasures, and it's very easy to accidentally sell them to the fence. Anything you sell to the fence, you cannot buy back. So we want to be very careful. Some of these furnishings, even the white ones, are worth millions of gold. Some of the more rare ones. So we want to be super, super careful not to get rid of those. All right, and then we go to mats, our materials, and we can just go ahead and get rid of all of those. In that pass, we got 51 items we could launder. And now we can safely sell everything else. We only got 5 things to fence, but that's okay. So we are at 86. That was 56 points just from that pass. So you can see how quick this is going to be. Now if you want, we can also steal things through the town to get more treasures that we can fence. You could also fence materials. That's not my preference. I like to keep my materials for a later date, so it is a little bit easier to get caught out here, so be very
Think I'll
careful.
go to Dragonstar. There's an arena up there. Lots of gold for the
And it
taking.
wouldn't be a bad idea to keep some counterfeit pardons on hand just in case you get caught. We're going to steal absolutely everything, even if it's worthless. Because the point today is not to maximize our gold. It is to get through Legerdemain as quickly as possible because it's kind of a pain to level. Anybody who has tried leveling it through picking chests in dungeons knows that it levels very, very slowly. Now, whenever you steal, you are more likely to get treasures and patterns, things like that, from nightstands, wardrobes, desks, backpacks. Crates, baskets, and barrels are more likely to give you materials. But like I said, right now we are just going to take everything we can.
Hold there, thief.
Like I said, we have a lot more people to worry about. So it might take us a little bit longer here. So your absolute fastest way is just to worry about the apples and other treasures you can find in the apple orchard. But if you want to try to find more treasures, this is certainly an option. And then, of course, we can steal from the orchard again. It does help to make sure that you have enough inventory space when you start this. There is gear that helps you reduce your detection radius to make it easier to steal, but that's not really necessary in this location. Oh,
Don't mess with me. Captain's breathing down my... No wonder you got caught!
did not even realize I had a bounty. Well, since we were outside, it was very easy to avoid the guard or to run away from the guard if needed. If you pay your bounty, they take all of your stolen goods from you, so that should be avoided. And we'll avoid seeing that guard again. We're just going to avoid the bridge to avoid the guard. And we're at safety again.
No, I understand. If you change your mind.
After we conclude our...
Alright, again, the launder tab first, furnishings first, then materials. We got 39 apples that time. So we could start saving those up if we thought we might be close to our max laundered items, which we are. So we have 22 apples. We could continue to stack up the apples and only focus apples for a while if we wanted to, just to get ready for tomorrow. We can sell everything else. We could even sell the apples if we wanted to. Remember, it's a point is a point is a point towards Legerdemain. So if you wanted to sell the apples, you could. I'm going to save them for tomorrow. So in 2 passes, including 1 pass through the town, we have gone from 30 points out of 280 to 177 points out of 280 for a total of 147 points. So there you have it.
Little time for
Good luck and happy thieving!